Hi, everyone. I'm Mike Abbott with the Market Insights and Thought Leadership team. Joining me today is my friend and colleague, Barb McGivern, Barb is the General Manager of the Midsize segment at Thomson Reuters. Barb, good to see you as always.
Hi, Mike.
The last time we did this, I think we were sitting beside each other in person. It was all fun and games. And then you fast forward a year and I'm 380 days into this basement and you're wherever you are and just chaos everywhere. We've just launched the 2021 State of Midsize report, and I wanted to spend a little time on that. So if you look at kind of where we are today versus where we were a year ago from a midsize perspective, how did they weather the storm? Where are they now? What got them to where they are now from where they were through that pandemic?
Yeah, Mike, let's start with a quick look back because as you mentioned, it's been an incredible 12 months and that's really clear when you read the report. So mid-sized firms showed a ton of strength and resilience in 2020. Everybody pivoted a year ago in March, just like you and I did. It presented unprecedented challenges as firms shifted to work from home. Technology changed from experimental to necessity, courthouses closed, and client priorities suddenly changed. So mid-sized firms really adapted. Those who had made prior investments in cloud-based solutions and whose staff were equipped with laptops had a quicker pivot. Other firms relied on their tech teams to really quickly stand up, enabling solutions to support the new distributed work model. With a big emphasis on security, learning as they go, and eventually sort of working with clients in entirely new ways that they couldn't have imagined. So there were some silver linings. Firms discovered some additional capacity. Attorneys and staff got a taste of legal practice without commutes. You could say 10 years of work-life evolution happened in 12 months. So it's no surprise to anyone that overall legal services demand was down year over year. But in mid-law, profits per equity partner were up 5.8%, nearly double the rate of 2019. So I think what's fascinating to me and what the story that unfolds in the most current report is, with data and analysis, you can see the surprising stories of rates in 2020, right, and how firms managed expenses and the impact of the demand fluctuations on individual practice areas that may come as a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, I think the story between midsize and large law is very similar in a lot of ways, but we've talked for a long time about how much more nimble some mid-sized firms can be. So I think that probably suited them well last year. Mid-size is a pretty unique market, right? You've got firms that look more like large law firms. You've got some that are bumped up against what we consider to be small law firms. You've got everything in the middle. You've got deep areas of expertise with some. You've got international footprints with others. How does that landscape or that makeup position them going forward?
You are right. Mid-sized firms are a diverse cohort. Simply put, if firms sufficiently differentiate, you're right, their size gives them an advantage, and there's real opportunity for mid-sized firms, especially in this changing market. So they're full of top talent and expertise. Technology helps them level the playing field, and you're right, their nimble size helps them move quicker on technology rollout and on pivots, whether it's geography or practice area pivots, than their big law counterparts. We've seen, I think, 22 mergers so far this year. That is, last year mergers came to a halt at 65 for a full year, and there was, I think, 116 the year before, which was a high water mark. So we're starting to see, and of the activity that we've seen this year, mid-law firms were buyers in 50% of those scenarios. So we can see firms already sort of putting to good use the capital and the profits from last year. Their clients are increasingly looking for value and efficiency as they recover. And those are traits that many mid-sized firms are known for. Mid-sized firms pitch a strong value proposition, the combination of expertise, client satisfaction, and rates. So over the last year, we saw rates go up across the market, but mid-sized firms were more restrained with rate increases, and that makes their value prop even stronger right now.
That merger story is interesting in that, it probably was a year that was beneficial in a way where mid-sized firms could identify where we need to expand our platform, where do we need to expand locations or whatever it is. And that's probably driving that number. And it'll be interesting to see what happens throughout the course of this year as well. You know, you and I were just talking about this a little while ago, but how from a pandemic perspective, we're starting to come out the other side of that. And hopefully that will continue to pick up steam and with vaccines and so forth. And we've been hearing that from our customers as well, that there's been a kind of a bit of a return and some of that activity is back again. I can't stand the term new normal, but as we continue to move ahead, and some change is going to be permanent, some things will go back to more like they were. What does normal look like in your mind for midsize going forward?
Yes, I agree with you. I don't think it's a matter of returning to the 2019 state of practice. I think there's been an enlightenment. Firms are rethinking everything: real estate, back office and administrative staffing, the whole leverage model, technology investment, and that's all because of the 2020 experience. So I think as 2021 plays out, the big question, and I hope you and I can get together, maybe in a quarter to see what's transpired, but the big question to me is what sticks and what reverts.
Yeah, I think that's right. It's it's a fascinating space, really, and it's going to be really interesting to see how things play out for midsize going forward. I think that it's going to be a really, really successful year for midsize firms. I think they've positioned themselves extremely well. Barb, always good to catch up with you. I appreciate the insights as always. Take care of yourself, and I hope next time we're sitting beside each other talking.
Thank you, Mike. So do I.